Maya didn't mean to kiss him. In fact, she'd never even spoken to him before that night. But when the billionaire collapsed right in front of her, blue-lipped breath fading, the single mom janitor realized she only had seconds to act. And in those seconds, she did something no one in the gleaming Winterford Towers would ever expect. She pressed her mouth to his. She saved his life. Maya Alvarez had worked the night shift for 8 months, mopping marble floors and trying to ignore the whispers of executives who walked past her. She didn't mind. Her entire world revolved around her 7-year-old son, Leo. Every late night, every aching muscle was all for him. Some nights were harder than others, especially when she saw him. Ethan Winterford, CEO, the man whose name was on the building itself. It wasn't arrogant like people said, at least not from what she saw in the brief moments he stepped out of elevators. Still, men like him didn't see women like her, not until the night he almost died. It was close to midnight when Maya noticed something was wrong. A spilled coffee, a jacket on the floor, a buzzing phone left on a table. Her heart leaped into her throat when she saw him. Ethan was on the ground. She rushed over, her mop clattering against the marble. His skin was pale, his breath shallow. "Sir, can you hear me?" He didn't respond. His pulse was weak. Her hands shook as she dialed for an ambulance, but the operator's voice was urgent. "Ma'am, he's going into respiratory arrest. You need to perform rescue breaths until help arrives." Maya froze. She'd taken a first aid class years ago, but doing this on her billionaire boss felt surreal. Then she pictured Leo's face and how she'd want someone to help him. So she leaned down and kissed Ethan Winterford. Not with passion, but with pure life-giving air. 5 breaths later, he gasped. She pulled back, trembling as he looked up at her, his eyes wide with the shock of being alive. In that moment, everything changed. Ethan was hospitalized for a severe allergic reaction. The next morning, he asked to see the janitor who had saved him. Everyone expected Maya to hide in embarrassment, but she couldn't. She needed this job. When she walked into his hospital room, his expression softened. "You saved my life," he said quietly. Maya just shook her head. "I just did what anyone would do." He smiled slightly. You'd be surprised. He started asking about her life, her job, her son. No one had asked her those things with real interest in years. It was scary, because this man with his warm eyes and careful voice seemed to actually see her. Over the next few weeks, Ethan found excuses to visit her on the night shift. Spilled folder, a broken elevator, a quick question that turned into an hour-long conversation. He learned about her struggles, her dreams, and how Leo was on a waiting list for scholarship. Maya tried to keep her distance, but her heart had other plans. One night, he approached her. "Maya, what you did that night, your bravery, it changed something in me. I can't get you out of my mind." She almost dropped the trash bin. "Ethan, I'm a janitor, single mom. You're alive," he whispered, "because of you. And I want to earn the right to know you, really know you." Hope was a dangerous thing, but Ethan was persistent. He even asked to meet Leo, and to Maya's shock, her son adored him, especially after they spent 2 hours building a Lego tower together on the floor. Watching them, she felt something she hadn't felt in a long time: safety. But of course, rumors started to spread. Whispers that she was using her heroic act to climb the ladder. When Maya overheard 2 women mocking her, she made a painful decision. She quit. That night, Ethan showed up at her apartment, panicked. "Maya, why didn't you tell me? I would have handled it." "I don't want to be your problem," she said, her voice cracking. "I don't belong in your world." He stepped closer, his eyes both fierce and soft. "You belong wherever you choose to stand. I want to stand with you." "I'm scared," she admitted. "So am I," he whispered. "But life is short. I know that better than anyone. And I don't want to spend another day without you." Her walls finally crumbled. She took his hand. Weeks later, after Leo was asleep, Ethan walked her to her door. "This time," he said gently, "let me kiss you for a completely different reason." He leaned in slowly, giving her every chance to pull away. She didn't. This kiss was nothing like the first. The first was an act of desperation. This one was full of hope, a promise, a beginning. Months later, Maya returned to Winterford Towers, but not as a janitor. Ethan hired her as the community outreach coordinator for the company's new charity, helping single parents get scholarships and support. She walked those same halls with her head held high, no longer invisible. Ethan often visited her office, pretending he had business questions while Leo played with toys in the corner. Their little family wasn't perfect, but it was real. And it all started with a kiss that was never meant to be a kiss at all. Just goes to show you, sometimes the one moment you never expect becomes the door to everything you ever deserved. Thanks for watching. If you love this story, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more. See you next time.